was very calming, and it's nice. It's nice to feel his energy when he's describing this. He's very settled, and you could see he's talking from experience.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, that you talk from your experience. Thank you, Yuri. Yuri, welcome, and welcome to our session, Bhakti Yoga, experiencing the divine with Bhagavan. So today we have a new devotee speaker. He is Bappadityo Paul. He lives in International Vedanta Society in Varanasi. He has been with me here in the ashram for the last 1.5 years. So Bappadityo Paul has graduated from one of the biggest or the highest institution India has ever produced. It's called the IIT. So he has graduated in physics from IIT Guwahati, and then he have gone to Sweden and Russia for his postgraduate studies and PhD. So there he worked for like 3 or 4 years, and he was associated with the IVS for his whole time. And now he have left everything. He have left his lucrative life for the cause of spreading the message of Vedanta and for the love of Bhagavan. So today we are very happy to have Bappadityo with us. So welcome, Bappadityo.
Also, Yuri can anchor or like ask in between.
Okay, so Bappadityo, I am asking you. So this is Bappadityo with us. Welcome. Bappadityo, tell us what was Bappadityo before he came to Bhagavan? How was he?
Okay. Thank you, Samiji, for your kind introduction. So, and my regard and pranam to everybody, all the devotees of Bhagavan. So, before I talk about my coming to Bhagavan or IVS, I would like to say a few words about Bhagavan, or like how do I feel about Bhagavan in last few months. So, as we saw with the different devotees, that it's little bit different since the time like Bhagavan is no more like before. So, I mean, a lot of things has changed. So, definitely in terms of feeling, in terms of our sensation with Bhagavan, a lot of things has changed. So, one thing has come like with Bhagavan, I mean, we used to run to see him, to meet him. It was the greatest blessings for all of us. And there was a overwhelming joy and satisfaction when you used to see Bhagavan, meet him, listen to him, sit beside him. So now, as we don't have those things, those options available to us anymore, so definitely it feels that there is a change in the intensity, the way we feel towards Bhagavan. That a new feeling has come, that even, I mean, this thing was not with me with that intensity before. Like before it was like that we have seen Bhagavan, we are with Bhagavan, and we have known or realized the truth, and we don't have any more desire, any want. But now it has grown. I am seeing within me that it is greatest blessings if we can be with Bhagavan or come with Bhagavan again and again. It is greatest blessings. So there is something has changed in the feeling of Bhagavan. And now, if I say like how did I came to Bhagavan or IVS? So I was in Guwahati for a long time, just beside our headquarter, Amingaon ashram. So thing was that I was there since long time. I reached Guwahati in 2006, in the middle of 2006. And there I continued my masters and then doing research projects and PhD. So before, like I didn't knew about IVS. I had no touch of spirituality or anything. And then, like during my research work in the beginning year, like out of little bit academic crisis and struggle, I was looking for motivation. I was looking for motivation means like I want to do great in life. I want to grow. So I want to. So how should I? What is the way? Then out of this motivation, I was actually struggling as well. Something came to me like Bhagavad Gita, and then Swami Vivekananda's quotes and his messages. I started reading those things. And when I had got a great message from Bhagavad Gita. Like there was an incident where Arjun failed in certain things. Like he was trying to find the sons of certain rishis, maybe his guru or maybe another rishis. And then he failed. Arjuna failed, and then he was about to suicide. He burned a fire, and Arjuna was ready to give up his body. I was seeing this video in the YouTube, and then Krishna appeared, and then Krishna scolded Arjuna or blamed him that you don't have the right to give up your body, because this body has you have other responsibilities. Many people have their role in your life as well. So then Arjun was asking, if I have promised someone and I cannot fulfill it, especially to the Brahmin in the rishis, and then I should give up my body. And if I cannot accomplish it, what is the way for me? Then Sri Krishna told him that you have to keep on trying. You cannot go for suicide. That is not the way. So Arjuna told, you, if there is a door locked and you kept on knocking at the door or breaking your head so it might happen that while trying, if you fail, you die. And also it might happen that at the last knock, the door might open. And then there will be solution. There will be way for you. So even if you fail, you die while trying. So it will be a success for you already. And if the door opens, then there will be way for you. So this video inspired me that, okay, I have to keep on trying. And then I started reading, listening Bhagavad Gita, like Swami Vivekananda, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and like complete works of Swami Vivekananda. So I was reading like a mad, like almost whole day, around 1 year or more than that, 1.5 years. Then this search grew that okay, there is bigger aspects of life, and এই ছেলেটা রোজ এখানে চলে আসছে, পড়াশোনা নেই. And so like that today there is no program, nobody has come here, still you have come. So what is the reason? You are not you have not worked in the university, so what is the point? Then I told Bhagavan, I am enjoying your talks, I am enjoying being here. So you enjoying only the talk? No Bhagavan, not only talk, like I am enjoying seeing you and the environment, everybody here. Then Bhagavan had told that you have been fed this polio drop now here, and then it will work slowly within you. So this was the first experience here. And after that, Bhagavan moved to the city center because there was program for another 7 days. So initially I had thought I will not go there, but after 1 day I arrived there as well. And then second day onward, I was also staying in the city center program place, and I was staying in the room with Maharajji, and eventually I spent another 6-7 days in the city center as well.
Good. So the first meeting with Bhagavan was very interesting, and you had very intense experience because whenever Bhagavan was angry, he used to scold us. So in that way, a lot of spiritual energy used to come, a lot of spiritual energy used to be generated. So from the very beginning, you fell into that kind of environment where there were this huge spiritual energy which was coming out of him. So after Bhagavan went back to Kolkata, how were your feelings, and how did you see the difference? Because you were already visiting the ashram, now you met Bhagavan. So what was the difference, and how did this meeting with Bhagavan, change your course of life? Can you please elaborate?
So yeah, there was definitely some positive and good change. I mean, I felt definitely some of the things and quite strong. So basically, when I kept on going to the city center, so there I spent like another 5-6 days. So similar kind of program going on, like devotees were coming in the morning and then in the afternoon. So Bhagavan was talking, people were meeting Bhagavan, and many things happened in those 6-7 days. But by that time, while I was there, even during the program, one thing was, few things were clear. It's like I was just casually talking to some of the devotees, and I was saying, like, one thing is that this is the greatest things I have met while being in Guwahati. I was there already for like maybe 6-7 years, or at least 5-6 years. So it was quite boring. I wanted to leave Guwahati because I wanted to change in the place. I was there for a long time. But while I met Bhagavan, and especially during this program, so it was a strong feeling that I got the greatest thing while I am in Guwahati till now. And maybe this will be the greatest thing in life as well. So it was one feeling. And then it was also that as I had read before this about Ramakrishna Dev, Swami Vivekananda, Bhagavad Gita, and little bit Vedanta and talks of Swami Vivekananda. So I was just, when meeting different devotees during the program, I was saying them that, so before, it feels like before I had done the theory, and now this practical thing is happening here. So before I had read these things in book up to certain amount, and I was very much inspired to know about these things more. But here I am feeling and I am seeing this practical is happening. And definitely I also got some feeling, means I realized that these things, means this spirituality, this realization of God, realization of truth, these things are happening here. I was talking to the devotees, I was and this feeling was coming that also it was feeling like maybe I'm more full, because I am seeing these ordinary devotees, householder, maybe they do some business or work somewhere, and while female or devotees or male devotees, even sometimes older, older person, sometimes the young childs, so they know this about this Vedanta, these ideas of Bhagavad Gita and spirituality, they know it directly. And I have read so much and tried to understand. Now I am seeing here it's happening directly. So I could feel that it is due to Bhagwan, and it is happening with the people with any ordinary quality. So this one thing I felt there, that this is happening here. And then there was some feeling as well, like while in the 6 days in the city center, one day in the night, while I was listening, Bhagwan was talking on the stage. Like I was suddenly seeing that my thoughts being stopped. Like I was constantly watching that my thoughts is not able to create network. I mean, I'm seeing a vritti is coming, and then it is not able to work. So this while this realization came to me, I arrived in the room. There Maharaj used to say, Maharajji, and from Siliguri, this Pratima, this husband, and me. And then whole night I didn't want to listen anything. I didn't want to talk to anything, talk to anybody. I was just trying to keep on that feeling, and it was feeling so amazing. And then when everything program finished, I even arrived in the campus. Even for like few days, like I was going to the department, I was going by this bicycle. Maybe I was eating food, I was talking to the people, but inside I was like mad, like drunk. I was not feeling to talk to anyone. I was not feeling to open my eyes. I was not feeling to think about anything. So it was feeling like mad for a few days, drunk. And then obviously, as the ashram was nearby, I kept on going to the ashram, like in between. And there was Maharajji, and Maharajji guided me, and I listened to Maharajji and about Bhagwan, and slowly I kept on growing in this way. So I was in continuous connection after that.
Okay, so after you have finished your uh, your studies from Guwahati, then you went to abroad. You went to do your post PhD. So how was life there? How, you had this, you already had this spiritual background. So now when you are in a different situation, in a different environment, so how did you cope up with that environment, and how did you keep your spiritual feelings, spiritual experiences your love for Bhagavan alive?
So, before going to abroad for this further research work, so my situation was like that. I had met Bhagavan few times more. I visited to Bhagavan in Kolkata during Guru Purnima 2014, like July, and then I came to Varanasi for this Silver Jubilee. So I went to meet Bhagavan, and I thought, okay, I will express it to Bhagavan, and the way Bhagavan suggests, I will do accordingly. And then in 2016 February, I was around 1 week in Marwari with Bhagavan. So first time I could spend few days there, and at some point Swamiji told that Bhagavan know that I have got an opportunity. So I there I had told Bhagavan that Bhagavan, the way you suggest, I will do accordingly. So Bhagavan told, okay, you go as you finish this work, and then after that you can join here, and you keep in touch. You call me. I will. So with this Bhagavan's words, I arrived there, and then while I was there, I was completely alone. In the sense, it was not that much first time abroad outside, not that much international environment, and Russian people don't speak that much English as well. But I was enjoying this aloneness completely, because I used to spend time in this spiritual thinking about Bhagavan. I used to call Bhagavan in every 3-4 weeks once, and this kept on me going. I was doing my work there with half-hearted effort, and my mind was more engaged in spiritual thoughts about Bhagavan. And I used to call here Swamiji's Maharajji almost every week, and I used to talk to Bhagavan. Simple thing, but Bhagavan used to ask me how I am doing there, and I think Bhagavan took care of everything. I was completely alone there, but I was in spiritual engagement only, and it was in my mind completely that with Bhagavan's blessings, when I finish all this work, then I will be in association with Bhagavan. So in this way, I spend my time abroad.
Very good. So then you have already decided that you are going to become, you are going to join the ashram and lead the life, or it was sometime after that you had decided this?
No, it was I had decided even before going outside abroad. I had decided already, but it was only that maybe I will continue few years considering the requirement at home, and then at some point either Bhagavan says, or I will say to Bhagavan that Bhagavan, I don't want to continue anymore. I am just finishing everything. So there was this kind of thought in my mind.
Okay. So after Bhagavan has departed, and now the situation is a little bit different. You see that things were so easy when Bhagavan was there. Now it's not that easy, and our minds are also not completely we have not gone over this fact that Bhagavan is nowhere, so not with us. So in this situation, how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? What is your responsibilities for International Vedanta Society?
Yeah, definitely. Like after Bhagwan's passing away, or Bhagwan is no more in physical form, so it feels a little bit different. Difference in the sense like it's more challenging and more responsible. So before, it used to feel so lot more easier. Like just by seeing Bhagwan, or like just by talking to Bhagwan, like we were like it used to feel like that, full of charge, like full of energy, full of enthusiasm. But this spiritual energy is still there, and only it, like in some sense it feels a little bit challenging, that, but on the other hand, we see that some spiritual intensity is also growing. Means as we have got some, like this, learning, teaching, and love, everything from Bhagwan. So that means Bhagwan has installed this truth within us. And then it also feels like Bhagwan's, in some sense, Bhagwan's presence feels more stronger. Means we had spent, though I could spend little, like I didn't stay long in Kolkata. I used to visit only for sometimes. But regardless of that, like we have been in company with Bhagwan. Means now it feels more genuine and more genuine and more intensity, that yes, we are being with Bhagwan. Bhagwan means the God himself, and it feels, this feeling has grown a lot more intensity. So that, and it inspires that we have spent time with Bhagwan, and we have realized the truth, and so there cannot be any other options than living with Bhagwan's inspiration, and we will live for this, and we will inspire others. And lot of devotees, I think most of the devotees are feeling more strong. We have spent time with God himself, and this is the greatest opportunity in this earth.
So, Bappadityo, what is the message that you'd like to give to the world?
Means a message, like as we see that this message of like spirituality, or like the Vedas and Upanishads, it's already, we hear, we know it's alive in this India for the world. And now, as in the International Vedanta Society, we know here God or Bhagavan was present in the body, and still he is present in his subtle form. So what International Vedanta Society has done and doing, that here people can realize God. As Bhagavan himself was here, people can realize God. And here it happens, and it will keep on happening, that people can fulfill their life in terms of knowing the ultimate truth of life. So this God realizations, the fulfillment of life, happens in the International Vedanta Society. And as Bhagavan is still present here, and Bhagavan will be here always, So this is a greatest opportunity for all the spiritual aspirants across the world, that you can realize this ultimate truth of life and you can fulfill your life while being in the association of IVS and Bhagavan.
Thank you, Bappadityo. It was very nice talking to you. So we are delighted to hear your experiences. They were really interesting, and
We should go for that. We should try to live like that. And then my motivation was that, okay, yeah, whatever be the material aspects of life, I have to try to attain this spiritual purpose. I have to fulfill this spiritual purpose of life. And by that time, I had grew interest that now I have to go somewhere. I have to meet maybe some organization, maybe some great persons. So this interest grew inside. And when I look back, what happened actually, like this Amingao ashram was just next to IIT. So I was living there since already like 4-5 years. But I have never been to there. But when I read this about this spirituality, this Vedanta Upanishads, then I looked at some point. There is an ashram just near to the our university, and then I thought, okay, now I will prepare a little more. Then I will go to there. I will try to understand it more, and then I will go there. So by that time, I visited Belur Math and Dakshineshwar for the first time. I had never been to Belur Math and Dakshineshwar. So this interest has already grown. Okay, I will get associated with any group or organization, and also this interest came that I will try to live a spiritual life if possible. I went to Dakshineshwar for the first time with my friend, and I prayed there to Ramakrishna Dev, because that was my initial motivation and guidelines. And I also visited Swami Vivekananda's place and prayed there, meditated there. And then after 1 month, I visited the ashram International Vedanta Society, both the city center in Guwahati and Amingao. And there I came to know that this was established by Bhagavan, and Bhagavan is from this lineage. And Bhagavan is going to visit Amingao after a long time. So Swamiji and Maharaji told that I can meet Bhagavan in few months. So I went there a few times, 2-3 times. And then in 2011, Bhagavan came there. So that was like the first entrance to IVS.
so how do you feel? How did you feel when you met Bhagavan? What was your experience?
Experience was great, definitely. But like initially, the day when Bhagavan was about to reach at the ashram, Swamiji had told that you come tomorrow, and then Bhagavan will be here for a few days. So first day I arrived like 1 hour before, and worked with the Swamiji a little bit for the preparation of Bhagavan's arrival. And then as soon as Bhagavan arrived there, Swamiji had given me a mobile camera, possibly Praladananda Swamiji, and told that you take some pictures of Bhagavan. Then while Bhagavan came down from the car, I was taking some pictures, and Bhagavan was looking at me. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe Bhagavan is angry just by look, so I should not take pictures in front of him. And then when Bhagavan arrived in the prayer hall, just after a few minutes, that everybody is seated in the prayer hall and a song was played. So Pradipda was singing a song, and I was not familiar with this kind of situation. I was just curious, okay, what will happen now? And then Pradipda was singing this beautiful song. Though I was hearing this song for the first time, but it was a Bengali song from a Bengali film. And later on, I knew that this is one of the favorite song of Bhagavan. So I can just say the first line, like, Amare kontho bhore baje go je sur bahar sabi je tomari gan joto sur sabi tomar joto gan sabi tomar. So when I was hearing this song, I thought, okay, it is a nice song, but even I was hearing first time. But immediately when this song was finished, Bhagavan started shouting. Bhagavan just told that, কণ্ঠ দিয়ে কার গান বেরোচ্ছে, আমার গান না তোমার গান? So immediately I understand, okay, this is the purpose of this song. This is the motivation why Bhagavan told to sing this song. Means this is a beautiful song where devotee is just expressing that whatever we say, whatever we able to learn, understand, talk, it comes from Guru's teachings. It comes from Bhagavan. Actually, everything is Bhagavan's. We don't realize in the beginning stage. So it is beautifully expressed in this song. And then Bhagavan to just check and just to rectify everybody. Bhagavan is saying, we should be like that. That everything is coming within us from Guru or from Bhagavan. But out of ego and ignorance, we feel that I am doing or I am responsible. This is the greatest mistake we keep on doing. So then after that, Bhagavan continuously just kept on shouting at everybody, especially the old devotees. So for initial 2-3 days, I was quite shocked that why Bhagavan is shouting so much. Maybe they had done some mistake, they are not doing good. I was curious, I was just curious. So Bhagavan was like a fire, and like Pradipda, Bapida, Ratan Pal, Ranjita, especially for them, Bhagavan was just shouting on them, and they were just sometimes they stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down, and they are just saying, yes, Bhagavan, yes, Bhagavan, yes, Bhagavan. So I was shocked and curious to see that. Then some of the Swamijis were also, when we were talking in the free time, they are saying, this new boy has come, and Bhagavan is just in fire for like 2-3 days. Maybe he will not come more. So they were then after 2-3 days, Bhagavan stayed there 6-7 days. So Bhagavan's mood slowly changed. Then he kept on saying different jokes or something inspirational and something deep spirituality with love, with smile. So this mood completely changed, like from this angry mood to like happy and lovely. And then so I kept on enjoying. I used to come like with the bicycle from the university to the ashram, like 2 times. I didn't stay continuously there. Like first in the morning and then in the afternoon. So I saw that it was very much enjoyable. As the first time, I felt like there is so much joy here, like in this 4th, 5th, 6 days. And then there was this special Kali Puja which happened in 15th of March 2014 in Amingaon Ashram. So I was present there. I could be present there. And Bhagavan, since Bhagavan told it is like Akal Bodhan, Bhagavan had done this Kali Puja in ashram. So that day morning I came, Swamiji has told that you do some work, it will be a blessing for you. So I could be present there. And then at last day, something happened, like Bhagavan had told that today's program is finished here. So tomorrow I'm going to rest. And then day after tomorrow we are going to the city center